Alright everyone, welcome to another Tuesday review, and this time of game for you called Panzer Paladin. So, this game is, the best way to describe it is Mega Man meets Blaster Master. And you'll see why as we get into the game real quick. When you start the game, it's very, very heavily Mega Man inspired. So, if you go to like the new game, we'd start on a tutorial level, and then we can go back to that tutorial level if we want to. You fight a boss at the end, you go to a menu select screen or level select screen, you choose like which enemy you want to fight, you go through the level, fight that enemy, gain their weapon. However, it's different in many ways. What's nice about this game too is in the options, along with language, volume, control, remapping and all that, I have the CRTV filter on right now in the menu because it smooths out the harsh pixels, but you can turn that off if you prefer the harsher pixel look, if you like that. So I'm going to choose this right here because we've kind of gone through and done this. So you have story, which is your basic game, blacksmith where you can create weapons for the game, speed run to beat the game as fast as possible, challenge to challenge yourself in levels, and of course a secret option for when you actually beat the game. Go to story mode, you can do classic, which is a standard mode. Remix is after you beat the game. It's a remixed version of the game, which is, again, that's kind of cool, having a remixed version of a game so you can go back, play it again, and it's a little bit different. Gives you a lot of replayability. Right here, you pick which level you want to go to. Now, this is the tutorial level right here, the one for the Horseman. The Horseman will appear in other levels as well, not all the time. There'll be a section that you'll come across, and there'll be a checkpoint, and then if he's there, he'll show up. If not, it'll be just a empty area that you pass through. The Horseman is kind of like Proto Man in a way. You have this music that plays, he shows up, and you fight him. And if you beat him, he just runs off. You keep fighting him over and over again. Let's go ahead and choose a level here real quick. Get a nice epic entrance here. So the way this game goes, it's all about collecting weapons. Like if you have no weapons, you're not defenseless. You do have a punch that has like a good amount of power to it and will defeat enemies. But you want to try to collect weapons as much as possible because one, they have effects. Like the club has a large heal. A small spear has like a small heal. It says durability up. This one has a medium heal. They will have different effects. Some might have a really like cool like screen attack effect. If you find a weapon that's kind of reduced durability, and let's say you need a heal or you want to use the effect, you might want to use it before it breaks. So as a weapon kind of gets down in durability, start looking at potentially breaking the weapon. You can only hold 4 weapons at a time and switch between them. But you can go into your menu and into your storage, and you have, look, more weapons that you can actually bring over and swap out weapons, or if one breaks, bring another one over so you have another weapon to choose from. And that is kind of a cool option. So it's like no matter how many weapons you collect, you can essentially just store them and collect them. Now, you don't want to have too many weapons or too much in the way of weapons because, again, spirit burden, danger level increased. I believe that does, if I'm not mistaken, might increase the chance of the Horseman appearing and having to defeat the Horseman. So definitely use the weapons and use them quite often and break them if you need to. So like we need a small heal, so bam, there we go. So if you want to go durability up, bam, durability up. So now we are more durable, we'll take less damage. And basically just go through, just attack enemies, get to the boss, fight the boss, survive the boss. You have an regular attack, an upward attack for a little more height to kind of clear a larger jump, to clear a higher jump. You have a downward attack to like pogo enemies and bounce off them with your weapon and defeat them. You can also eject from your mech to get to areas that only she can reach, that a big mech can't get to. Might be a ladder you need to climb to get to somewhere to recharge your mech's health, or just to kind of move forward through a level. Some levels will require you to get out of the robot to actually advance the level. There'll be areas that she'll have to like whip onto and swing onto with that whip. The game is very much a be methodical kind of game. Like, don't just kind of like rush through it and try to get to the end as quickly as possible, because you will run into enemies, into traps, into projectiles. So you really want to take your time and make sure you're very methodical, because again, your character has very responsive controls, but the way it moves around is very much like a mech, and the way she moves around is very much like you're not a mech. So a lot of detail went into the movements. So it feels like your character in the mech has weight to them. It feels like they're actually in a giant robot suit. There's a lot of detail that makes the game feel like, hey, this game actually feels like I am walking around in a giant mech fighting giant enemies. You can exit a level at any time, which is nice. Return to world map. You won't be able to start from your checkpoints. You have to start from the beginning of the level, but you will keep all your weapons. There are checkpoints in the game when you have to stab a weapon into them. You will lose that weapon, so keep that in mind. So if we return to world map real quick, confirm. I can show you a few other things as well. So you can change difficulty if you hit the select button. I can change it to easy, change it to hard. When you beat a level, the sword and shield will indicate like what difficulty you beat it on. And I can also go into laboratory, and here we can upgrade our mech. Now, you have 5 upgrades total. First one, you need 500 spirit points. Second one, 750. And it increases from there. It keeps going up. You need to use more. And how you use these spirit points is you basically break down weapons that you've obtained through a level. So again, when you exit a level, you lose your progress in the level, but you keep all the weapons you've obtained. So you can go through a level, obtain a bunch of weapons, leave the level, come here, melt them down to upgrade your mech. But you can only upgrade 5 times. It upgrades total health. It is limited, so it's not going to make the game like super easy. It'll make it easier, make you more likely to survive, but it's not going to make the game easy, so keep that in mind. Overall, this game is fun. This game is a good time. I highly recommend this. It's available for quite a few platforms, in fact, so I'll put those in the description down below if you want to check the game out for whatever platform you happen to be playing on. I definitely recommend this game for anyone who's a fan of Mega Man, anyone who likes retro style games, anyone who just likes a challenging games, a challenging platformer. So yeah, whether you pay the full price for this, get it at full price, get it on sale, whatever you happen to get it for, I say get this game. It's definitely worth it. It's the game that a lot of detail went into, a lot of work went into, and it is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you very much. Be sure to do all the standard YouTube stuff if you would like. Like, subscribe, share the video if you want, share with your friends. I just appreciate you for being here and watching this to the end. You're all amazing. You're all wonderful. But we will see you next time. Until then, stay awesome, and we will see you then.